as the stalemate in Congress drags on into unprecedented lengths.
Count, this is day 37. It seems unbelievable to us that we've gone this long. It is officially and shamefully the longest shutdown in U.S. history.
The biggest battle of the moment is the political tennis match between the Trump administration, the federal court system, and low-income American families. With the government still shut down, the funding for food assistance, or SNAP, is in legal limbo as the Trump administration asserts they cannot pay out full SNAP benefits for November because SNAP, quote, contingency funds are not legally available to cover regular benefits, end quote. Many Americans are wondering how they will feed their families, ironically with Thanksgiving coming in a few weeks.
It's going to be a really big struggle for my family, and there might be times that me and my husband don't eat, but we've already talked about that, and we would rather make sure that they're full and going to bed not hungry.
So I am a single mother to two incredible daughters.
But the women, the mothers, and the families, but the mothers especially, who are going to go without meals so their children don't have to.
Now, in the event of emergencies such as a government shutdown, there are contingencies in place so that the 40 million people who rely on food assistance do not have to go hungry. Contingencies that have been used in the past by this same administration. There is a literal SNAP contingency reserve that is funded by the Food and Nutrition Act of 2008, which as of fiscal year 2026, which started October 2025, held $6 billion in funding. According to the Center for Budget and Policy Priorities, during the previous government shutdown in 2018-2019, the Department of Agriculture under the Trump admin, through numerous memos, understood that the contingency funds could be used at that time to pay benefits out. Right before this current shutdown began, the USDA sent out their lapse of funding plan in September, which indicated that the Office of Management and Budget instructed the USDA that their funding for the previous fiscal year would include full payouts of benefits for October, and that the contingency reserves will be available to pay any subsequent benefits as well as state administrative costs. In that same plan, the administration indicated that it would use the reserve to cover state administrative costs, but not pay out benefits, which is, quote, inconsistent with saying that the contingency reserve is available for SNAP benefits because benefits and administrative costs are part of the same appropriations item. To put simply, the money was allocated for both benefits and any additional costs. You can't claim that the money isn't there. Judge John McConnell ruled that the benefits must be paid out by the reserve or money be allocated to fully pay out SNAP recipients. The administration's tune changed in response to that order. He then posted again early Tuesday with this.
SNAP benefits, which increased by billions and billions of dollars manyfold during crooked Joe Biden's disastrous term in office, due to the fact that they were haphazardly handed to anyone for the asking as opposed to just those in need, which is the purpose of SNAP, will be given only when the radical left Democrats open up government, which they can easily do and not before. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President DJT.
His White House press secretary had to then clarify that the White House will comply with the order, paying out benefits at 65% of the max allotment rather than the full amount. The admin also appealed Judge McConnell's order to the Supreme Court. Justice Jackson, as of November 7th, has ruled to pause the order that Trump's USDA needs to pay out benefits in full, stating that this, quote, administrative stay freezes any additional action by the administration to give an appeals court additional time to review the case, end quote. In the meantime, several states have already pledged to supplement any reduction in benefits, which brings me to my second point, the blame game being played by the admin. If you ask the Republican Party who is at fault here, they will be very quick to tell you,
Required to open the government. They keep saying Republicans are in charge of government. We aren't. Not in the Senate.
typical Republican strategy: deny, deflect, and distract. The Republican Party, the same party in charge of all three branches of government, want to use the suffering of starving families in order to get the Democratic Party to capitulate and reopen the government by agreeing to essentially fund mega tax breaks for their corporate oligarchs by cutting health insurance coverage for millions of Americans. So basically, the choice put forth by Republicans is either starve now or die later. This strategy has all but backfired for them, however. As indicated by the results of this past election cycle, Democrats and progressives picked up key wins across the country, with voters citing affordability as the biggest issue. So as of now, The case is in review by the Supreme Court, and based on the political makeup of the court, we will see if they let their partisanship guide their legal and moral obligations to protect the American people. See you next time.